Go ahead. Tell me your name and your story, Percy.
Oh, I don't know what sort of story you're going to tell, but so, my name's Percy Saunders, right? And what else? Where I live here, Lake Tyres.
And you just got to speak to me. Or do you want to hop in the chair?
Yeah, get over here, Lenny, because I like to see him with a black face so I can talk to him, tell him straight. Well, my name's Percy Saunders, right? I live on Lake Tyres Trust, right? But I'd say before we came here, we lived off the mission.
Your parents?
With the parents, and we've been everywhere. Born in August, we camped on the riverbanks down there in the ponds, August. Then we went all over the place really, over New South Wales. Then we come back to Victoria, but we're originally from here, right? Then we come into Bunga, and we was in bark humpies, tents, tin sheds, everything. And we finished up coming out here then, onto the mission. This was the mission then, again.
So what was it like living on the mission?
It was really like it was like a prison really. You had some good stuff and you had some bad stuff. Because it was like you couldn't go off, you couldn't go and visit your family, and your family couldn't come out here and visit us, like living on the mission in those days. Then after we left, we went back into the lakes.
Tell me about the boundary gate.
The boundary gate, I'm not saying this is like it was like a detention. They used to have a padlock on it. They'd lock it up, open it through the day. As soon as about 7 o'clock, they'd go out and they'd padlock at the manager. There were two sets of managers out here. You had the manager and you had second mate down the bottom there.
So people couldn't get off on the mission?
You couldn't get off or couldn't allowed off or on in those days. You had to ask the manager for permission to go off, and you had to ask the manager permission to come home. And our people couldn't get off. But in those days, the old black lad, they were a bit cunning. They used to sneak over the fence, see? They thought they were all stupid, in a way, but they used to sneak over the fence and sneak into town, see? And I used to get a couple of old gubbo lads in there, old Mac and the Mara boys, old Buster and old Albert Mac, see? And they used to send them as runners for a drink for themselves. And there's one of my old chaps who wasn't allowed to come home. Because our people wasn't allowed to drink or smoke in those days. That was one thing good about it. But after they all left, they all come alcoholics in. Just in the beginning it was pretty good because even the men wasn't drunkards or hardly any smoke because they wasn't allowed to do it. That's going back in those days. We had rations. We used to go down with our mothers and fathers, pick up the rations, take the little billy can along, because we had a little butcher shop there where they used to kill him up the road there, And they had the butcher shop and the milk. You see the old buildings in there, That was the butcher shop and the milk where we used to go and get the meat and the milk and help our mother cart all the ration stuff up. But apart from that, it wasn't good because it was like a prison.
So the people were treated good?
No, because I said, as kids, if we go up there walking around scratching our heads in those days, the manager sees us, lice, so up comes the scissors, off with there. And we couldn't even walk, it was that bad, we couldn't even walk around with our hands in our pockets. That's when we was kids, in our days. So it's not all good.